SIMPtuations.
Here's what happened. Yeah, I was dating this chick, and we were exclusive, and shit. And we were at this fight party, but we were newly exclusive,
Now there you go. Lock him down, Dre.
right? We were newly exclusive, right? And she was bad. This chick was an attractive chick. Like I didn't want to mess this up. Like I'm like, yo, I can't mess this up. Don't mess this up, Dre. This chick was bad. So
Come on, Dre. See, that's where you messed up. See, look, you had the wrong mindset, right? So what you did is you put her on a pedestal, and you should have had it the other way around. You should have been like, your mindset should have been, it's a privilege for her to be with me on my time, not the other way around. Come on, Dre.
yeah, we had this fight party or whatever, and we're watching this fight. And when the fight is over, the dude that hosted the fight all of a sudden just got up and started talking about this Kodi Box or whatever. He was like, "Yeah, man, yada yada yada. I got some Kodi boxes and whoop whoop whoop. They do this, that, and the third, and whoop de whoop and yada yada yada. Each of them cost $300. Do you want one?" And I'm like, "Are you talking to me?" I was like, "Oh, she talk. Oh, you talking to me?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm cool. Um, I'm good. No, thank you." All right. So then my chick that I'm dating at the time, she just jumps in and she's like, "I'll take one." And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, this chick ain't paid for not one date. But yeah, she got money for a Kodi box. But as the scriptures say, right? As the scriptures say, a man worketh by the sweat of his brow, right? So, like, it's not manly to like worry about a chick's finances. So I'm like, you know what? If she got money for a Kodi box, that's her prerogative. That's her thing. That's her money, right? So she takes the box or whatever, and then the dude is like, hey, just go home and try it out and see if you like it. And, if you like it, just hit me back or just pay me or Venmo me like in a week. So she's like, all right. So he puts like the box on the floor or whatever with the Kodi box and or whatever. And my chick at the time, she's like, "Andre, grab that, let's go." Like she on some mom shit. Like, she snapped her fingers and was like, "Andre, grab that, let's go."
Oh, hell no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nah, see, Dre, mm-mm. Like when you hear some shit like that, just head to the door, right? Don't even process that. Like if you process that, all that's gonna do is lead to an argument, okay? And the last thing you wanna do is argue with your chick, especially in public. That's not cool, all right? They talk, we act, all right? So if she spoke to you like that, you just head to the fucking car. That's all you should have done, right? And as soon as you got in the car, if she didn't bring it up, you don't bring it up because it could have meant one or two things, right? It could have meant one, it wasn't a big deal to her, right? Or two, it could have meant that, she realized that she made a mistake and she corrected herself, and that's cool, all right? But the moment she parts her lips to bring that shit up, you check the shit out of her. And here's how you do it. As soon as she like parts her lips to start to bring it up, you say, whoa, 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 hey babe, time out, time out, time out. First of all, you're not gonna talk to me like that in public ever again. All right? And secondly, if that's gonna be a problem, we can end this right now. See, the problem was she smelled the simp in you from the start, and that's why she talked to you that way. All right? But if you would have laid down the foundation and put your foot down like you putting your foot down now, maybe she would have had more respect for you. But you're not doing it for her, you're doing it for yourself. All right?
I'm like, you know what? I don't want to mess this up because the chick is attractive. She's bad. So let me go ahead and pick up this bag and go ahead and leave. So we leave and then we get back to my place and like I'm trying to like get the buns that night. You know what I'm saying? But she on Kodi Box mode. So she's like, "Yo, Dre, go outside in my car and get the Kodi Box and go hook it up." So I'm like, it's just like 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning. You want me to hook up? So I'm like, all right, let me just make this work because I want to make this thing work because, you know, the chick is bad. She's attractive. I don't want to mess this up. So I go ahead and I go outside. I get the Kodi box. I hook it up. And I play around with the shit. You know, it's real, like, it's not complicated, but it's just like real tedious to use. Like, you got to like hook up to the right stream. You got to find the right link. And then you got to make sure that you get the right version of the show or the movie that you want to watch. So you got to get like the right resolution, and then you got to do all this shit. And then in the middle of watching any type of programming, like the stream could just get cut. So I'm sitting to myself, man, this is whatever, yo. This is her box, her money. Cool, let me hook it up and just hook it up, right? So we at my place, by the way. So then the next day comes, and then she gets ready to leave, and then she leaves, and I'm like, yo, how about your Kodi box? And she's like, no, you can keep it here for now. And I'm like, I don't like how this smells. Like, this seemed kind of weird, you know? So I'm like, all right, whatever. So like 3 days passed by, you know, about 3 days passed by, whatever. And I still got this Kodi box in my apartment that I didn't ask for. So I hit her up and I'm like, hey, babe, I'm like, what's the deal with this Kodi box, right? So I basically try to like be polite. I'm like, hey, so I say, how are we going to pay for this Kodi box? And she goes, oh, I was figuring that, you know, we can just split it because it'll be at my place in time and it'll be at your place in time. And I remember thinking, hold on a second, this was not part of the agreement. Like, I said I didn't want this shit. Like, I told the guy, no, you said you wanted this box. So anyways, I'm like, you know what? So now it's like I'm at the point where I'm like, I have to convince her out of the Kodi box. So I'm like, you know, I'm telling her, I said, look, it's really not a good investment because you got to do all this shit to watch a TV programming or like a movie, and at any given point in time, like it could just get cut. So I said, it's really not worth it. So I kind of like talk her down, I talk her out of it, and I'm like, yo, how do we get this back to do before the end of the week? And then she agreed or whatever, and then we got the box back to him, and that was it.
Damn. Man, look, you let this shit get way too out of hand. You should have nipped that right in the bud. Look, as soon as y'all got back to your place and she's talking about some, hey, go in the car to get the Kodi box, you should have been like, look, babe, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. Good night. But see, your problem is you let the fear of not getting the buns cause you stress. You never stress over the buns. Come on, Dre.